Germany, Germany, how good your food is. Your bread is amazing, your cheese is amazing. I mean, I've even had sushi for the first time in Germany, you know? Absolutely amazing. But there's some things that you guys do not do right. Here are 6 foods that America does better. Let's get it. Hey guys, what's going on? It is your boy DQ back at you again for yet another video. If you're brand new here, hit that subscribe button down below. So today's video is actually gonna be 6 foods that I personally think that America does better than Germany. Big disclaimer right here, this is my own opinion and I'm pretty sure some people will agree, but some people will disagree, and that's okay. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing on my list is actually pizza. I think the pizza in Germany is not as good as the US. The US, you can get so much more for your money than you can in Germany as well. The one thing that I think Germany actually lacks in a pizza category is the amount of sauce that you put on a pizza. I personally don't like tomato sauce, but I love the cheese and everything that goes on it, but I found that a lot of the pizzas in Germany were kind of a little bit sloppy or dry. That being said, the kebab pizza in Germany is kind of good. It's on my top list of pizzas. Top 5 definitely. But other than that, the pizzas you get in the US, Hawaiian, yes, pineapple does belong on pizza. Your barbecue chicken pizza, your meat lovers, everything, I think the US definitely does better. Another thing is cake. Don't get me wrong, Germany has a lot of nice sweets, the apple torts, the apple pies, etc, etc. But I just don't think the cake in Germany is sweet enough. Granted, the cake in the US may be a little too sweet where you're like, oh my god, but at least I can taste something. I may be able to taste the diabetes in the cake or the high blood sugar or the high cholesterol, etc, etc. But I like the taste of the cake better in the US. For example, I had some German friends here in the US. They were doing an exchange at the university that I went to. This was back in 2018. One of them had their birthday, and one of the Germans baked a cake. Half of us were American, the other half were Germans. The Germans like, oh my gosh, this cake is so good, thank you, it's so sweet, and all of us Americans took a bite, looked at each other, spit the cake out, and was like, no thank you. And it was like, what's wrong? We're like, did you put any sugar in this? Like, it tasted so bad. I'm sorry, but it was just awful. I was like, what is going on with this cake? I guess they're trying to tell me I need to go on a diet or something. Another food that I think the US does better is macaroni and cheese. So in Germany, it's not called macaroni and cheese, it's called Käsespätzle, which is also a little bit different. So it's not exactly macaroni and cheese because it's a different type of dough or flour that they actually use. But I will say macaroni and cheese takes the cake. It is so much better than Spätzle. Spätzle is really good. It's actually one of my favorite German foods because one, it has cheese and it's also kind of like doughy and whatnot, so that's a good thing. But macaroni and cheese does it so much better. To all my German friends or even foreigners that have had my macaroni and cheese, you guys know what's up. If you want some of my macaroni and cheese, let me know down in the comments below, and yeah. Before we continue, write down in the comments below what you guys actually think is better, American food or German food, and why. So, another food that America does so much better than Germany are burgers. Germany, I'm sorry, the burgers were always so mushy and they just did not taste good at all. The US does cheeseburgers, hamburgers, any type of burger so much better. And I know people can be like, what about Hans im Glück? And I'm sorry, Hans im Glück was also so bad. I really didn't like it. But I did live in Heilbronn, and we had a burger restaurant called Burger Heart. That restaurant was actually really good. They have the best burgers, and I would only go to that burger restaurant. Even when I wasn't living in Heilbronn, and I would live by the Schwäbisch Hall area, a little bit further south, we would always drive to Heilbronn to go to Burger Heart because I refused to eat burgers anywhere else. Yeah. Another thing that America does better, even though it's not American food, is Mexican food. I'm sorry, but Germany, you guys do not do Mexican food well. And everyone's like, oh well, because the Mexican food in Germany has a German twist on it. And I know, even the Mexican food here in the US is very Americanized, but it is still so much better than what you get in Germany. It always comes with like this weird sauce, and I don't mean like Grande Verde or some salsa or something. It comes with some other weird sauce, and it just did not taste right in Germany. I'm sorry, Mexican food, you guys should just stick to non-Mexican food, because it wasn't good at all. Another thing that America does better, this is technically not a food, but I would say the cocktails and the shots are a lot better in the US. Germany, you guys don't really do as many mixed shots that we do in the US. Also in the US, when you go to a bar or a club, they tend to chill the shots, so you drink the shots cold. That's the one thing that I wasn't prepared for in Germany, is to drink everything warm. So you would go to the bar, ask for a tequila shot, and it's super warm, but in the US they will pour it into a mixing tin, shake it up, pour it out, and you drink it cold. That's what I was used to. This isn't a big thing, but you know what? Yeah. Also the types of drinks that we have in the US, I mean, we have, just with martinis, we have Cosmopolitan, we have a lemon drop martini, cotton candy martini, the espresso martini, so many more drinks than in Germany. So I think this is the one thing that I really did miss. In one of the towns that I lived in called Kreilsheim, I can never pronounce it for the life of me, so I'm sorry for butchering it, but in Kreilsheim there was a bar called Bartenders. Honestly, the best cocktails that you can actually have in Germany. There was nowhere else, and I went to all over Germany, nowhere else had good of cocktails as Bartenders. So if you're ever in the Schwäbisch Hall area, find Bartenders. It's a little bit south of Schwäbisch Hall, maybe like 20 minutes, and yeah, definitely a bar to go to. Highly recommend it. So that was the sits, but one bonus thing, we all know that breakfast in Germany and America are two different things. So hit this video right here to go see the differences between German breakfast and American breakfast. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you got some value or enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Let's get to 800 subscribers, why don't we? Yeah, 800? 800 sounds good. Let's do it.